On my second shelf here of the Raskog, I have my gelatos, as well as some canvases, some Liquitex inks, some of the limited gelatos that you can get, as well as some gouache, which I haven't had a chance to have a play with yet. And on the bottom shelf there's just some of those sort of sample size tubes that you can get of acrylic inks, acrylic paints, sorry, as well as just some older tubes of paint and some different sort of packs that you can buy, like your watercolour tubes and things. Okay, so on my Expedit, it's a little bit messy and cluttered at the moment. I have a couple of sort of those knick-knacky things that I can't quite part with, but I also know that it's a bit busy up there. My camera, my printer's up there, as well as some layouts that need to go in albums, sort of below those tubs. And just recently my husband's popped up this magazine file from IKEA. It's actually attached to the side, and that will be used to store cardstocks and things that I use all the time, but at the moment it's sort of just got bits and pieces of paper pads and that sort of thing in there. So getting into the details of what's in the cube, I have my Picturemate printer here with just the extra papers and ink cartridges. This box here holds all my photos. I tend to do a big print up at Harvey Norman every so often, so that holds, that's full of photo packaging. This here is actually a IKEA paper tray, and it fits perfectly inside the cube. Up the top I have a piece of cake kits which I've designed that I'm yet to use. In the remainder of this... Hello?
Hello.
You're still refusing to sleep?
Yeah.
I have my Glitz Designs goodies that I was sent to use as part of being a creative team member. So I've got lots of paper and stickers and 6x6 pads, and I like keeping it separate from the rest of my stash. And this one here is some Cropper Hopper storage file things. I don't know what you'd call them, I've gone blank. And in there I've got cardstock mainly. Here I've got a spinning tray, and when I did originally get it I thought that it was slightly bigger and deeper, and I was hoping that it would be better for mists. But I've just got all my embossing bits on there. It's not the best use of space at the moment, but it's working for now. This box here has camera accessories and other bits and pieces. I store my Making Memories carousel in here. I used to have it on my desk, but because I've got the cups and things at the moment, I'm using that. And this just has... some of these are Pilot, which I won through the Masters competition. But it just has some pens and some extra bits and pieces, a hot glue gun, an extra hole punch, some files and that sort of thing. So I do go into it, just not very often, so it doesn't need to be on my desk. This here is, these magazine files were from IKEA. And this is where I keep the magazines that I've been in, because I like to keep a copy of them. So they're not sorted very well. They're sort of sorted into the type of magazine, but not really in order properly. And here's where all my good stuff is. So this one here has alphabets, and within each of my cube tubs, which I've got from IKEA, I've also got the CD boxes, I think they're called, and they actually hold so that the alphabets are upright, my embellishments. So this one here on this side is more letter stickers and things that smaller alphabets, I guess. This side here is thickers, and they are by colour. So I've got metallics and the wood grains, then I've got your pinks and whatever else it might be. And I have had a de-stash of my thickers. I just found there's certain ones I knew I wasn't using. And then just at the front I've got a few of the newer ones, sticker sheets that I find I am liking, like the Heidi ones and the Amy Tan stickers. They're gorgeous. In the next tub, so they're all labelled, and I do want to make pretty labels eventually, but I haven't quite done that yet. So this one's stickers and rub-ons, and it's the same, it's got the same sort of thing. It's got the two CD boxes in there, and then just standing up is my stickers and rub-ons. There's not really any organisation in terms of type or size of packaging or anything. What I tend to do when I create a page is I will go through the boxes one at a time and pull out the things that I think will coordinate anyway. So I flick through these quite regularly, and that's just part of my process. So how organised they are in here doesn't necessarily matter. And then I've got this side sort of organised. This is more rub-ons and some rhinestones at the front. There's some embroidery thread, a bit random, but... And then down the front here I've also got some other ribbons and some label stickers, more sort of suited for that project life or just adding that little touch to a page. Charlotte's standing on my legs behind me right now. This tub is embellishments. This project life kit should be in the other box, but I find I'm using it on pages at the moment, so I've popped it in there. So this is all my embellishments, like my ephemera packs. I love pegs, so they're all in here. So anything that isn't necessarily a sticker or a rub-on is sort of just stacked in here. And again, it's in those two CD boxes. And then down the front, I've sort of just piled in some extra bits and pieces. Thanks, Bubby. Good girl. And one of the last ones in this row, this is buttons and bling bits, and inside these drawers, so you can tell I don't go into these too much, is just some bling. There's Charlotte watching along. And in this one is, I'm doing this one-handed, is button packaging. We'll close this now. Good girl. Okay, and down here, there's Dolly visiting. Okay, sorry, I moved Dolly. Is some albums. This one here is just holding just some patterned material, pattern paper. I've got this book here which I have no idea what it says, but it's French book paper text, so I love the idea of that. That's in there, as well as just some golden books and things that I can tear up to add layers to my pages, or if I was to do a canvas or something. And in this tub I have turned the lights on because I've done this in stages, so there might be a bit of shadow happening. This tub is stamps. I've got a couple of glitch sets at the front, which I got with some of their last releases I purchased. I've got a roller stamp. I use the larger, it's a green handled Pebbles one a lot. I haven't actually busted this one out yet and had a go at that one. I've got lots of clear stamps here. Give a Girl a stamps, or Cali stamps. Some Studio Calico ones, some Heidi ones, as well as some Tim Holtz and Dilution stamps. And in the side are sort of ones that are a bit bulkier, like this set here, which is an alphabet stamp that clicks together, and the old like Seven Gypsies label type stamps. This pile here is magazines which I haven't put into the file yet that I'm in. I've got doubles of some because I get sent a subscriber as well. And underneath in this pink basket is some things that I'm doing for Charlotte's room now that she's moved into a new room for a big girl. That globe there's another project. I've got to paint that with some chalkboard paint. And in these cupboards up the top is some paper trays, some layouts which need to be filed. The paper tray holds cardstock that I use, as well as up there is my sewing trolley. And here I have a trolley which I got a few years ago now from IKEA, and I use that as my sewing trolley, so I'm able to, because it has wheels, I'm able to move that next to my desk. And I find I sew on most pages, so it holds just some extra tools and bits and pieces, as well as it has some drawers which hold some fabrics, and that's Clint's stuff in there, just other bits and pieces. So that trolley's come in really handy, especially since I can't quite fit a machine on my desk. And then that's just the other view from this side. Up on here's the whiteboard, which I will eventually clean up because I've just sort of moved that straight across from the room where I was originally, and that will just have some inspiration on it. And then I've also on my desk got some lighting, so I've just got a little LED lamp here, I think it was from Aldi, to light up my workspace, and just these lamps here. So I'm not quite sure how this camera will work with having the lighting above. I'll probably have to play with that a little bit, but I am excited about creating some more process videos now I've got a video camera to do it with. So that's my space. It is definitely a work in progress, and it's something which I've had to adapt to a smaller space. I did have quite a large room before this, but I'm sort of finding my feet and finding organisation things that are helping me. My battery did go flat again, but I hope that you've found some sort of storage tips or something that might help you organise your space a little bit. I'd love to hear any tips that you might have for this space, because I certainly know not everything's working perfectly for me at the moment. And yeah, hopefully I'll be back with some more process videos and things soon, and thanks for watching. Bye.